National 5 Maths, Practice Paper H, Paper 1. Now in question 6 we've got to simplify this fraction, but you can see we've got some algebraic terms here. So what we're going to have to do is to factorise it first. So when you're factorising, look for a common factor, a trinomial, or difference of two squares. Well, for the numerator, we can see we've got 3y as a common factor. So we can say 3y brackets y minus 2. Now it doesn't factorise any further, that's all we can do with that. And on the numerator, sorry, the denominator rather, there's no common factor to take out here, but we've got a trinomial, so we can factorise that. And it'll be y plus 3, y minus 2, because we're looking for numbers that multiply to make -6 and add to make 1. So 3 and -2. We can then simplify it, because that bracket can cancel with that one, giving us the answer of 3y over y plus 3. Now in question 7, we've got to evaluate 9 to the power of 3 over 2. Now the 2 in the power there tells us it's a square root, and then you've got to cube it. So it's a square root of 9 cubed. Now you can either cube the 9 first and then take the square root, or you can square root then cube it. It makes no difference. But you'll find it easier in this one to do the square root of 9, which is 3, and then you cube 3. 3 cubed is 3 times 3 is 9 times 3 is 27, so 3 cubed is 27. In question number 8, we've got a diagram, and it's a graph y equals 5 plus 4x minus x squared. Now you might be more familiar seeing it with the x squared term first. So negative x squared plus 4x plus 5. So you might prefer to work with that. Now it gives us a couple of coordinates. A is -1, 0, so we can mark -1 there. And B is 5, 0, so we're going to put a 5 there. First of all, it asks us to state the equation of the axis of symmetry. Now, there's a couple of ways you can do it. You can do it by completing the square, but we don't need to in this one, because we can see that -1 and 5, that's 6 units apart. So that's going to be a measurement of 6 there. So the axis of symmetry is just going to be halfway between -1 and 5. Well, half of 6 is 3. So if you do 5 subtract 3, you would get 2. Also -1 plus 3 would give you 2. So your axis of symmetry is going to be x equals 2. Now if you just write 2, you won't get the answer, because that's not an equation of a straight line. This is a vertical line, and it is x is equal to 2. Then we've got to find the maximum value, so that's the turning point. So we could do that using a couple of different methods, but probably the easiest one that we can do here is to use this equation. And we know that the x value of the turning point here is 2. We just don't know what the y value is. Well, we can just substitute 2 into this equation right here. So we'll do y equals, it doesn't matter whether you substitute it into this way or the way I wrote it down just a minute ago, it's the same equation. So it'll be 5 plus 4x, that's 4 times 2, minus x squared, so that's take away 2 squared. So it's 5 plus 8 minus 4, so that's going to be 13 subtract 4, and that's going to be 9. So it's a coordinate which is 2, 9. So I've marked it on the graph there, but just to make it nice and clear, you'll see max value at 2, 9.